That's why I'm still here in a house full of champs. Oh, God, motherfucker.
M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. Hey, you, get off my cloud. You don't know me and you don't know my style.
What's up right here? Welcome to the Markout Sports Show. I'm your host, David Bill, a.k.a. William Baker. This is my co-host, Southwest P. Rock, known as P. Gladstone.
Yep.
How's it going? And it's been a while, and it's been a long time since we did last podcast in like last August.
Yeah, August, July, something like that.
And it took us so long. Sorry, folks, that didn't get a chance to hear our next episode. It's called Life. And adult life is responsibilities, bills, and more responsibilities. And, you know, this is our escape.
Well, I'm looking forward to this one because honestly, I'm not happy with the second one. I think we do a lot better than that. So let's get at it. Let's do like we did with the first one.
I bet. And boxing, you know, every time it's fall to winter time, boxing is catching up with good fights for the last 4 months of the year.
Yep.
And everybody talk about, excuse me if I didn't pronounce the name right, Lomachenko versus Rodrigo.
Oh,
Lomachenko versus
Rigondeaux.
Rigondeaux. And it was an anticipated fight, two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the lower weight class. And to see him, Lomachenko, outclass the Cuban.
Yeah.
And it made him quit. Now, what's your response?
I mean, I picked him to beat him by decision. You know, I thought he'd have a hard time catching up to him. But, you know, everybody's talking about the size. I mean, the size was a difference, but there really ain't a lot of big fights down there. So it was good to get that, you know, some little guys like that at 130, you know, that exposure, you know what I'm saying, ESPN main event and everybody talking about it. But I think Lomachenko's catching a lot of hate from a lot of people because the dude's, he's great. He's a great fighter, man. He's already great, already.
Yeah.
And I don't think Rigondeaux's going to recover from that, man, because a lot of people didn't like his style, and I feel bad for him because after he beat Donaire, because Donaire was a man at that time, his career really should have took off, man. I think he kind of got blackballed after that, so I feel bad for the dude.
Yeah.
So that, along with his, you know, his style's not that fan-friendly, I don't mind watching him, but that and then quitting like that, he's going to have a hard time bouncing back and getting a big fight on TV, I think.
Most definitely.
You know?
The guy, and Cuba is known for the best boxing amateur background in the world.
For
Just
sure.
like Russia, Ukraine, American. If you hear a Cuban quit, it's like any Latino fighter that quit, I'm still like, bro, the man no eyes.
Yeah.
People don't have a long time to recuperate for that type of mental relapse like that.
Yeah.
And Rodrigo is talented. He will pull that, get over with that and bounce back. And
You got to go back down to his regular weight.
yeah, 122.
Yeah, he will.
122. And more out of boxing matchups. Brandon Rios versus Danny Garcia. I want to see that, and I'll wait for the press conference.
I can't wait for the press conference for that one. Oh my God, man! Angel Garcia and Brandon Rios, man. It's gonna be like with you know, back in the day when Mayorga and Vargas.
Yeah.
And Vargas was older, you know, Fernando Vargas. They were when they announced that fight. The first thing I said, I can't wait for the press conference. Someone was gonna blow his mouth out, and he did. And Vargas was waiting for him to say something, and this one, Brandon Rios is waiting for Angel Garcia to say something. He already said it. So I think the press conference is gonna be great. Danny Garcia should win the fight.
Yeah.
Somewhat easy, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go to his body. You know, and the left hook to the body. I think, but the lead up to is going to be hilarious, man. I can't wait to see that shit.
I can't wait to see that shit. I'm like, I'm going to hear Angel Garcia. I'm going to tell you, fuck this, and you know what I'm about to do. My son Angel going to whoop his ass, and you can't even talk.
They're going to be looking like these Southwest motherfuckers over here when I was growing up.
Oh, Mexicans, but Puerto Rico.
Yeah. You know, except in my house. In my house, everybody got along, but, you know.
Outside, what you say? We got a small country. Oh, we want you, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, same here. And I can't wait. I want to see good fights, and for boxing, need more good fights in 2018. And you got Sean Porter, and you got...
Who's Sean Porter fighting? Is there anything coming up?
I don't know.
Nothing? All right.
So, overall, it needs more good fights for boxing to keep it up. And the Lomachenko, 130, he will win another weight class, and a lot of fighters ducking him because he's too flawed.
That's why I want him to move up. He hasn't even been at 130 for that long. What is he now? 10-1, 11-1, something like that? 11-1? So he's 12 fights in, and he's already in the second weight class, man. Like, everybody, you know, they're saying you got to move up to be great. Well, he already has done it once. Give the dude a chance. Give him a couple more fights. He'll move up again, you know?
Exactly. And after these guys, like Floyd Mayweather's fighter, that Floyd convinced to duck him. And other fighters I cannot name in that lower weight class because I ain't done my research, but they don't want to fight him either.
Yeah, there's no unification for him. That's why he's got the WBO first at 126 and 130. I think when he beat Gary Russell that easy, because he kind of whooped his ass.
Yeah, he did.
I think after that was only his third or fourth fight. I think after that fight, man, a lot of people didn't want to mess with him, man.
Exactly.
You know, so he's legit though. You know.
And shoot, another fight that came out last Saturday is Billy Joe Sanders versus Dave Lemieux, which is not July. A boxing expedition for Billy Joe Sanders, who be a good fighter himself.
He's good. He's good. He's good. I told you before it.
Yep.
On that one, I thought he went easy, and he did. I mean, I don't think he lost a round.
No, he didn't.
You know.
He shut it down.
He's been kind of inconsistent, man. There's some fights where he'll look like that, and then there's some where, you know, he looked good against Andy Lee. Andy Lee was coming out at the end, and he looked good in this fight. But some of the ones in between, not so much. But when he's on, he's hard to beat. It'd be hard for some of the middleweights, man.
I think he need to fight Triple G since Canelo broke his hand. He got a hand surgery.
Oh yeah.
Recently, yes.
I hear about that.
Yeah, it put the fire hole. So Triple G should fight Billy Joe Sanders for the top middleweights, or Danny Jacobs versus Billy Joe Sanders. I like to see that battle too.
I'd like to see. This is what I like to see. I'd like to see Danny Jacobs against Billy Joe Sanders and Triple G against Charlo.
I like to see that.
That's what I want to see. I don't really want to see the Canelo rematch again. A lot of people want to see it.
I don't.
But that's more for the casual fans. You know what I mean? Everybody get together and drink, have a party, and all that shit. But I'm not that crazy about that fight, man.
Here, because we saw that you got a yes decision. You know, like I said, man, you can't watch another fight that's equally exciting. Real fight fans don't want to see the same fight that go going that way towards the decision.
Yeah.
We fight fans want to see fights that's match up head-to-head combat going at each other. And Charlo is that guy will put Triple G. And another thing, honesty in boxing. Well, ESPN made a bad mistake. To be honest, who don't bite his tongue for nobody, who tells the truth, is a Hall of Fame trainer, and people don't like what he said because it's the truth. And they got rid of him, and ESPN made a big mistake because they need a guy like Teddy Atlas to tell the truth. And yes, he goes off on exaggeration of boxing, and he needs to go to the commissioner and regulate some of these rules in boxing.
Man, that guy, his honesty has always gotten him from day one, going back to when he was dealing with Mike Tyson.
Yep.
Because when he was dealing with Mike Tyson back in the day, he kind of kept him in check a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
Customato, the old man, was like, nah, fuck you, Teddy. He wanted Mike Tyson to be happy.
No.
So we put Teddy Atlas out. And then this time, I think, here's what I think, man. ESPN got that nice contract with Top Rank.
Oh.
And, you know what I'm saying? They got the one with Golden Boy, too. But the one with Top Rank is a bigger one. You know, they've been putting some big fights. I think all this shit with Teddy Atlas really picked up with the Pacquiao fight when he fought Jeff Horn. Because after it, he went on that tirade, just ripping the whole show. And, you know, there's a lot of viewers that night. You know what I'm saying? And I think Top Rank, man, is like, I don't want this motherfucker calling our fights. I really think that. I think they, you know, people get threatened by his honesty, man.
And
and he's a cool guy. You know, my birthday one year, he was at the casino, you know, and he bought us some drinks, and you know, and I got to talk to him for a long time, actually. And he's really, whatever he's talking about, he believes in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all that crazy shit he's saying on TV, I mean, the shit he's not saying is crazy. The way he comes across is crazy. But I think, you know, his honesty is a threat, and you know how that shit is in boxing, especially people like yes man, right?
They like yes man.
And he's not a yes man.
And not at all.
There you go.
And yes man gets paid, and honestly, folks get put aside because it's a threat to the business.
Yeah. I feel bad for the dude, man. You know, you get punished for being honest.
Yeah. So since it's more boxing, let's go to the MMA part. And to the MMA part, I think UFC 218 Detroit we went there. It was amazing.
I had a fucking blast that night, man. I had the most fun I had in a long time. I mean, I was down there and I had some good people with me. Fun hanging with them guys, but the fights were unreal. I mean, it's funny too because when they first announced that card, I looked at it and I was like, I mean, it looks alright. I was like, I'm gonna go because they haven't been here for so long. You know, when they're gonna come back again, so I kind of wanted to support it. But I really wasn't that sold on the card. It just didn't have like a lot of stars. You know, before Aldo came in.
Yeah.
You know, when it was gonna be Edgar and Holloway.
Yeah.
You know, I looked at it and I was like, fuck it, I'll go. But when I got down there, I mean, the matchups were great. So the matchmakers that night, they did a good job, man. Eddie Alvarez fight,
that was
unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Man.
That shit made my night.
That was like the top fight of the night, and it was good fights. And the undercard was good fights.
Yeah.
And the Eddie Alvarez thing, I hear guys say, no, like Eddie Alvarez, all those goddamn bars and dick riders and shit like that. Typical, you know, MMA boxing. Yeah. Anyways, Eddie Alvarez from Philly. I guess another tough wrestler. They both head on, and Eddie Alvarez, he wore him down with body
shots, man.
The body
shots and his jab. He boxed him. Eddie Alvarez was looking like fucking Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
I think he exposed him.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? So he's got, he showed a lot of holes in the stand-up game he's got to do. And then Overeem.
As usual.
Yeah, this one's worse though than usual.
Than usual, because he got knocked out kickboxing and MMA 20 times.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
I don't understand how he's still fighting.
Yeah, your brain ain't gonna be good after that, man.
No, not at all.
I know. I'll tell you what though, man. I can't wait for the heavyweight title fight, man. January 20th.
I'm looking forward to Shiki Miyoshi
Yeah.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
And people, I think I this is I play devil's advocate on this pick. I pick Stevie Miocic by decision or TKO stoppage. Why? He used to be an amateur boxing heavyweight champion himself.
Yeah, if he, we're just talking about this in my gym. If he can control the distance for the first 2 rounds, he's got a good chance to win the fight. He's got to play kind of safe the first 2 rounds, fight at a decent range, wear him down just a little bit, and he can maybe stop him about 4 rounds. But he's gonna have a hard time getting through those first 2 rounds.
Because the guy Francis is strong as hell.
Yeah.
Hits like a mule. Hits like a mule. And the way he stretched over ring, I thought he really killed him.
So that's why I didn't cheer none of that shit, because I saw his belly fucking blowing up. All, it looked like Apollo Creed and Rocky, man. He did on part 4.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I can't wait for that fight, man. It's got like that. It's got like a box. It's got like an old school boxing heavyweight title feel, like fucking
Tyson
Holyfield. You know what I mean?
Yep.
My favorite fight of all time, by the way.
Yep.
That's number 1. Remember you asked me that? That's my number 1. Is Tyson Holyfield, but I can't wait for that fight, man. I'll be somewhere watching it that night.
Same here, and the heavyweight title too, Darren Cormier versus the post knockout
Yeah.
artist. And I think if Daniel, if he's still recuperating for John Jones' knockout head kick, that is questioning to that fight coming up, because the guy, the post fighter, he hit, and if he comes out try to bang, and Daniel, he's gonna get knocked out. If you utilize his wrestling, which is his bread and butter, I think he will make the fight a lot more better.
He should be able to wrestle him, I think.
Yeah.
If he fights the right fight. And then real quick, December 30th, the women's title fight. This one.
Cyborg versus Holly Holm, two stand-up artists going at it.
That's a good fight, man.
I love it.
It's gonna make some money too.
Oh, definitely. This women's MMA deserve.
Women's MMA
deserve it.
There's money to be involved in that shit.
Exactly.
Who do you think's gonna win that fight?
That's a toss-up, honestly. But I would give the edge to Cyborg
Because of her size? Because he's natural bigger?
She's bigger, but Holly Holm's skill.
Yeah.
Because if Cyborg doesn't do well with skilled fighters. You saw her in Lionheart Muay Thai.
Yeah, I saw that.
And she got rocked in the second round because of the boxing gloves, but still, she got hit with one of the best fighters.
Yeah, she's got to put smart pressure in this fight.
Yeah.
If she puts wild pressure, she can get picked apart.
Yes, indeed.
I think if she comes forward, put smart pressure, kind of puts her up against the cage, makes a little bit of dirty boxing, shit like that, she'll be all right. But if she comes in wild, she can get clipped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's Holly Holm's a 20-time world champion in kickboxing and boxing. She's just absolutely stand up.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
So if Holly Holm wins this fight, she beat the 2 biggest names ever in women's MMA, right? With fucking Rousey and Cyborg. Boxing, she did her thing. I mean, she was the real champion, WBC.
Yes. IBF.
Yeah, she beat Mary Jo Sanders.
Yep, Mary Jo.
That's a big win. If she does this, to me, she's by far the best female fighter ever in women's combat.
Yes.
And when you consider boxing and MMA, right?
Yes.
She might already be if you put them all together.
Best female combat sports athlete all time.
Yeah.
She's in the record books, and she's underrated too. And she deserves every bit of credibility that she deserves.
Nobody else has won a world title in boxing and major MMA like the UFC, Pride, Strike. She's the only one.
Multiple times too.
She's the only one. Think about it. Look at anybody that's crossed over, man. When they cross over, they get their, for the most part, their ass handed to them, whatever they go to. McGregor got carried.
Yes, indeed.
James Toney, nothing.
Yeah, right to her.
Look at her, because she respected it enough to know, okay, what I'm doing right now ain't enough. Let me add some shit to my game, and I think she's a legend to me already. Win or losing this fight, but if she wins this one,
history books, all time great.
It's funny because now listen to this. Not that long ago, somebody goes to me. They're talking about 2 sport athletes, and they're talking about fucking Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson. Them guys are great. I said, what about Holly Holm?
Yeah.
They're like, I said, dude, it's 2 complete different sports. So she's right there with them guys, man. She's one of the best 2 sport athletes ever.
Exactly. So she's up in the books, and we will take a break right now, and hey, we got more to come. This is a very interesting topic we're gonna talk about. So we'll be back after this commercial break or this music track on.
West side, no Minutes and methods label me a lethal weapon, making niggas die, witnessing breathless imperfections in the bitch of my specific plan. To be the man in this wicked land, underhanded hits of land. These scams are plotted over grams of rocks, and undercover agents die by the random shot. We all die in the game, some events we swung. I was all around my ears, fuck friends and foes. Me, a born leader, never lead a block without my heater. Got me a dog, and named him my bitch nigga here. What could they do to me in little rap? Shit, them niggas that shot me and still terrified to get their ass. How can I show you how I feel inside? We outlaws, motherfuckers can't kill my pride. Niggas talk a lot of shit, but that's after I'm gone. Cause they fear me in the physical form. Let it be known I'm troublesome.
Everlasting
Outlaws, put it down to the fullest. Spitting bombs and bullets. Troublesome. Y'all know what time it is. Call the pump police. They can't stop us. Niggas run the trouble. Gutter ways, my mentality is ghetto. A gorilla in this criminal war. We all rebels. That before designer, bet I bomb on them first. Niggas knew we came from murder. Pulling up in the hearse. West side was the war crowd, busting off frilly, screaming fuck. All y'all niggas in Swahili. Pistol back and fresh out of jail. I ain't going back. Release me to the care of my heartless trap. Say my name 3 times like Candyman. Bet I roll on your ass like an avalanche. A soul survivor. Learn to get high and pull drive-bys. Murder my foes, can't control my nine. Hearing thoughts of my enemies bleeding, please. Bust ass motherfuckers tried to flee. Picture me letting this chump survive. Ran up on his ass when I don't die. Cause I'm troublesome. Young, strapped, and I don't give a fuck. I'm hopeless. I live a thug life. I'm focused, baby. I'm troublesome. Bad boy killer. There is no one realer. What you saw was the rough, rugged, and raw. Outlaw. Murder, my mind state. Shit ain't changed since my last rhyme. The crime rate ain't declined. Niggas busting shots like they lost their mind. Like 25 to life never crossed their mind. Tell me young nigga never learned a thing. Dead at 13 cause he yearned to bang. Sent a lot of flowers, but how could I cry? Tried to warn a little nigga either stop or die. Mercy is for the weak, when I speak I scream. Afraid to sleep, I'm having crazy dreams. Vivid pictures of my enemies, family times. God forgive me cause it's wrong, but I plan to die. Either take me in heaven and understand I was a sheep. Did the best I could, raised in insanity. Or send me to hell, cause I ain't begging for my life. Ain't nothing worse than this cursed ass hopeless life. I'm troublesome. In your wildest dreams, you couldn't picture a nigga like me. I'm troublesome. I don't give a fuck. I'm troublesome. Like my nigga Napoleon said, nigga. Somebody gotta explain why I ain't got shit. I'm troublesome. You know what time it is, the outlaw clique. Young, rugged, and sick. Machiavelli, the Don, the boss, all bosses. Mussolini, Idi Amin, Hussein Fader, Gaddafi, Castro, Napoleon, Bo Nitty. We ain't fucking around. We troublesome. Hey yo. We troublesome. Young Castro, the first to blast, the last one to dash. Going for the hoes in the cash. Fuck you niggas, outlaws. Gaddafi, try tight, never slop. The motherfuckers try to copy, but they can't mock you, nigga. You're too strong. Outlaws, keep it going on. You know what's up. Outlaws. Che Guevara to the beat, y'all. AKA Jose Johnny J, the Cuban militant. Outlaws. This is dedicated to the real niggas. All the real troublesome soldiers on the
What's up? We back in the Markout Sports Show podcast, and we got a very educational topic, but I'm going to a new segment I like to tell y'all. It's take off a Goodfellas, one of the best gangster movies of all time, and the best quote on when Billy Bex told Tommy, go get your fucking shine box, and guess what? It's time to go get your fucking shine box segment for the marks who want to act like they're intelligent enough to talk shit to fighters and never done shit in their lives. It could be another fighter, it could be a promoter, it could be somebody, anybody who know or not know, who put their foot in their mouth and don't know shit about what they talking about. And what they're not talking about, I took the tweet, and a good friend of mine, he fought last week, and got stopped for the first time. It happens. And he never got stopped after 20 years of his professional career. And yeah, get well, and you fought hard, you're a true warrior, and hey man, much respect to you. But you got haters around you. And one thing I read his tweet. Some asshole said, I don't care who you are, if you smoke weed and box, you're not taking your career seriously. First of all, Nate Diaz, all the combat sports athletes, Rasheed Wallace, Joe Chillin, kickboxing legend, they all smoke marijuana, and marijuana's a herb. And to that asshole, you probably smoke marijuana, dude. You're all very now you all holy, act like you all so pure. And since you stop smoking that herb, that's fine. That's fine. It's legal. But guess what? Don't be a hypocrite. And you know what? For that.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Be the next one on that list on the next episode. Anyways, we're gonna talk about ethnicity combat in sports and the history part of it. Boxing, the oldest combat sport. It's the oldest known to man. And we talk about different ethnicity. And we ain't talk about the race issue. We talk about the difference about styles, how different culture make their own style of it.
Yeah, there's different ways to train. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
And styles like you talk about fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson, Tony Zell, Rocky Marciano, Floyd Patterson, and any other fighters, legendary fighters, Schaefer's, and Alex Aguero, and Aaron Pryor. You got Latino fighters, you got white fighters, you got Jewish fighters, you got Irish fighters, hey, you got Italians, you got all around the world. Let's go back. Back then, the fighters in the 1920s score up differently, different stance.
Yes, we're kind of more robotic.
More robotic.
Yeah.
When we went to the 1940s, from the Sugar Ray Robinson era and the Tony Zells and Rocky Marciano, they fought like white fighters. You got Italians, Jewish, Irish.
Straight at you.
Yep, straight at you.
Yeah, put pressure.
Put pressure and box. And you got African American fighters that move.
Man, let me tell you about that time period right there.
Yep.
Dude, I was a little kid. This is when I realized how fucking good Sugar Ray Robinson was, man. I was watching this guy. You know, back then, okay, so you know when you watch the old black and white films,
Yep.
you can't see, you know, it's kind of hard to see clean what's going on, right?
Yep.
This guy was so fast and so good that the shit looked clean to me. I'm like, this fucking guy, his hand speed, like Roy Jones, man. He was, you know, dude, it was crazy. You watch Sugar Ray Robinson, you watch anybody else, but he was way ahead of his time.
Yes.
Physically, he could do the stuff the guys now do. He's the only one. Muhammad Ali too, to a point, but not like him.
No.
He was so ahead of his time, man. Unbelievable, man.
Unbelievable, yes. If he would, first guy, him and Henry Armstrong, the only two guys during that time, 1940s to the 1960s, fought three different weight classes. No, Sugar Ray fought two different weight classes. Henry Armstrong went lightweight all the way to middleweight.
Yeah.
There was no junior middleweight.
Yeah.
There was no junior
Yeah.
middleweight, no super lightweight. He was 118 to fought to 147.
If they would have had junior middleweight back then, 154, that was Sugar Ray Robinson's best weight.
Yes.
Because you know he went from welterweight to middleweight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that would have been his best weight. I thought Tommy Hearns was a beast at junior middleweight, man. He didn't stay long enough.
He didn't stay long enough. He went to middleweight.
Yep.
And most of
Trinidad too.
Oh yeah, that too.
He was to junior middleweight. Yeah.
He just been Al Hopkins.
Yep.
And we got the Latino fighters after the 1970s to the 70s to the 80s.
Yep.
And, you know, you got the Latino fighters era. You got the Cubans with the slave boxing style. The Puerto Ricans back then. Cubans started. And Puerto Ricans got more notoriety. And Mexicans got a straightforward come at your style, just like the white fighters and the Italians. But you know, come at your style with a lot.
Yep.
Full punches.
Good chin, go to the body.
Yep.
You know.
And and then we got, you know, different folks have different abilities, and people stereotype different fighters that, you know, get beat up and got weak points. Like, you know, Mexicans know for their chin and go at it. Some can take it to the body.
Mm-hmm.
Puerto Rican fighters got, you know, good movement, but getting
Yeah.
right? They hit hard, they punch hard, slap. Black fighters, we get hit, we can move around, but we get clipped. White fighters, y'all go at each other, but y'all take.
We ain't got the skin.
Y'all bruise
Listen,
easily. Yeah.
like, man, you could smack me with an open hand. I'm gonna get a black eye. I'm not gonna hurt. But you can slap me right now, and you're like, oh man, he got his ass. I just got that skin, man.
I got that skin.
Yeah.
Like, I got the skin too.
Yeah.
But I like to have American, but we get bruised easily when we get dark. They got, you know, black fighters darker complexion than me. They get, you know, blue in the face, puffy eye, puffy lips. They fight hard. They get sweat. Everybody sweat up. Everybody hurt. Same thing with Latino fighters. No different. Everybody get hurt. That's a hurt business. And realize that we must respect the game and respect the people's ability. That's the thing about combat sport.
Sure. That's why I don't call anybody a bum.
Yep.
I don't call anybody, man. I don't call anybody gets in the ring or a cage a bum, because it takes somebody special to do that shit. I don't call anybody. I don't give a fuck if it's a Taekwondo tournament. I respect them too. Like anybody that does any kind of combat, because at any level, even the kids jiu-jitsu, you know, the tournament I went to me with, man, there was kids out there, you know, there was a couple that got carried out, man. They got hurt.
Yeah.
You're out there. It's you. Whether, I don't care if it's that, boxing, MMA, whatever. You're out there. It's you and your opponent. There's a chance you're gonna get hurt. You don't got no teammates to bail you out.
Exactly.
So anybody that competes in any kind of fighting gets my respect.
It's 1-on-1.
Any of them.
And let's go off another round, discuss the racial topic for the fighting styles. Let's go to the puncher and the puncher and the boxer. In the boxer that moves. You got punchers that can punch, knock people out. You got You got punchers like Ernie Shapers, George Foreman. You got Julia Williams, and you got Tommy Hearns, Miller McCory. You got other fighters like Tommy Morrison, heavyweight champion, and guys with the chance take punishment and dish out. And that's, a puncher, boxer. If you box puncher, you got a chin. You got the total package.
Holyfield? Holyfield's that's a classic boxer puncher with a chin. Man,
Exactly.
I was watching him earlier, man. I was watching him with fucking Buster Douglas.
Yep.
Man, and dude was that was a complete fighter right there.
Yeah.
When you say boxer puncher, that's Holyfield's first thing comes to mind, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Michael Moore.
Michael Moore, him too. Yeah.
And one thing about another thing about punchers, they punch, but you punch them to the receiving end, they get knocked out quickly. Ernie Chambers versus Ron Lau.
Oh yeah,
Ron Lau, he's a puncher himself, and they both went at it. And he got hit in the third round against Ernie Chambers. Ernie Chambers, like some people, got 20 straight knockouts. Rock, double jab, rap. He got
what about when Tommy Morrison fought that
Razor Rudder?
Nope, the guy that beat him, Michael Bent. That first round knockout when he went right at the guy.
Yep.
He didn't take it back so good.
And Tommy Morrison could punch. I mean, that Razor Rudder knockout.
Oh man.
Bam, came in with
Counter left hook, yeah. And he was in trouble. He was in trouble before that too. He was fun to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Tommy Morrison, he was entertaining.
And that was the last white heavyweight champion in the world.
American,
excuse me.
Yeah, American white heavyweight. Because the Klitschko's.
Yeah, the European.
Yeah, but yeah. And then the thing too, back then, man, I didn't realize it because I'm watching that shit, and people at that time, 93 to 96,
Yeah.
they talk shit about them heavyweights. Talk about Ali's and Joe Frazier days and all that shit, and they were good. But man, when I look back now, in 95, 96, Riddick Bowe,
Yep.
Ray Mercer, George Foreman, Lennox, Holyfield, Mike Tyson, there was some fucking good heavyweights then, man.
Exactly. And people don't get credit.
That was a tough time period to be heavyweight.
It was. And people don't give enough credit to do. Holyfield is one of the best ever to win the heavyweight champion 4 times. Undersized heavyweight.
Yeah, he was the man.
And we boxing, we come from different styles and different abilities. People gotta realize that it's a beautiful body art science, and everybody is different, and that's the beauty part of it. The beauty part about it, and it's just enjoyable because we know boxers that fight, and some not so good, but they put in work and they do what they love to do it to survive. That's the mentality, survive. Because the fight business is a very business, but it's a money business as well.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's been real good. It's been a good year, 2017, and we got plans for 2018. I want to ask you, Pete, what's going on, man? What's your plan for?
With you talking about as far as fighting, martial arts, whatever,
yes,
training, man. Well, this year started off, man. I got back in the gym in January. I've been out for a long time. I started doing jiu-jitsu. Had some hiccups along the way, some home shit, and I've been getting back in. My daughter's doing really good, so I'm gonna keep us. Yeah, she just started karate too, so she's doing jits and karate. I'm doing jits. I started doing some kickboxing too for conditioning with it. So man, my goal is to get in 2-3 times a week, rank up, and man, I wanna win a tournament at the end of the year. That's what I wanna do. I wanna get in one. I wanna get my weight down a little bit. You know what I mean? Do about 200, maybe a little bit below.
Cool.
And so I ain't gotta be in there with some 300-pound guys. But I wanna do that and rank up, man, and get my next belt. And I wanna hopefully win a tournament, man. That's it for me. That's what I want to do next year.
Yeah. For me, I'm put 2 classes in my bachelor's degree in broadcasting.
Yeah.
And after that, Muay Thai every damn day. Muay Thai every day. I love the art of it, and I want to get. If I just gotta be more brave enough, I want to be in the Thai Boxing Association tournament.
Well, now's the time to do it, man. Yes, we ain't getting no younger.
Yes, indeed. That's true. I'm 33. I'm like, we gotta get it before it's too late.
Yeah, I'll be 38 in March, man, and it's there. We like doing that shit. Just a matter of putting the work in, man.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you, everybody. This is Wayne Baker. This is Pete Gladstone, and you're hearing Markout Sports Show podcast.
Sorry.